Picture this, the roar of a packed Arthur Ashe Stadium fades to a hush as Carlos Alcaraz, sweat-drenched and triumphant, clutches his sixth U.S. Open trophy on September 7, 2025, having just dethroned Jannik Sinner in a four-set epic that cements their stranglehold on men's tennis. But in the shadows of that glory, a whisper ripples through the crowd. Rafael Nadal, courtside with eyes like a hawk, leans into a reporter and drops the bomb, this duo of Fonseca and Rune. They're not just next, they're the disruptors who'll shatter the Big Two's empire before 2030. The king of clay, who knows a dynasty when he sees one crumbling, just anointed the future, and it's closer, fiercer than anyone dared dream. What if Alcaraz and Sinner's reign ends not with a whimper, but a wildfire of young guns igniting the tour? The air crackles with possibility as 2025 season unfolds like a thriller plot twist no one saw coming. Alcaraz, at 22, and Sinner, 24, have vacuumed up every Grand Slam title this year, Sinner's Wimbledon crown in July, Alcaraz's brutal 5-set and 29-minute French Open comeback in June, then the US Open revenge. Their rivalry pulses with electric tension, 9 meetings since 2021, Alcaraz leading 6-3, each clash a symphony of power and precision that leaves veterans like Djokovic, now 12-7 on the year, grasping at ghosts of their prime. Prize money. Alcaraz's $47 million career haul edges Sinner's $45.7 million, but endorsements tip the scales, Alcaraz's Nike empire versus Sinner's Gucci glow-up. Yet beneath the spotlight, cracks form. Injuries nibble at Sinner's elbow, Alcaraz's ankle whispers warnings, and the tour's grueling calendar breeds burnout. Enter the insurgents, a cadre of under-23 phenoms whose hunger rivals the Big Two's hype. Nadal, fresh from his Manicure Academy, scouts them like treasures. João Fonseca, the 18-year-old Brazilian lefty who stunned number 9 Andrei Rublev at the Australian Open and snagged the next-gen ATP finals under Nadal's watchful gaze. Holger Rune, the 22-year-old Dane whose Laver Cup debut alongside Alcaraz hints at brotherly battles turned brutal. These aren't footnotes, they're footnotes with fangs, poised to rewrite the rankings by year's end. Then, the surprise detonates like a misfired ace. Fonseca, ranked number 65 but climbing like a vine on steroids, wins his first ATP title in Buenos Aires, beating 4 Argentines en route to dethroning Francisco Cerundolo. It's not just a win, it's a statement, echoing Nadal's own clay conquests, with the Spaniard texting congratulations, "This kid's got my fire." Rune, meanwhile, headlines the Rio Open entry with Zverev, his baseline bombs already rattling the top 10. But they're harbingers for the full 7-strong surge. Ben Shelton, the 23-year-old American powerhouse whose 140 miles per hour serves lit up the US Open quarters. Alex Michelsen, 20, who shocked Stefanos Tsitsipas at Aussie Open and claimed Estoril's challenger crown. Jack Draper, Britain's 23-year-old lefty who pushed Alcaraz to 4 sets at Queen's. Lorenzo Musetti, 23, cracking the top 10 with a Rome semis run that had Sinner sweating, and Jenson Brooksby, the 24-year-old wildcard rebounding from suspension with a Cincinnati breakthrough. Each carries Nadal's nod, era-defining potential, he calls it, praising their blend of grit and genius that mirrors his own youth. Imagine the 2026 Australian Open, Sinner defending, only for Fonseca to crash the semis, Rune lurking in quarters. The Big Two feel the heat, every practice session now a reconnaissance mission. These rising stars don't just challenge, they conspire to conquer, turning friendly fire into full-scale revolution. As the Laver Cup looms in San Francisco this September, with Rune and Fonseca debuting on opposing teams, Europe's firebrand versus world's prodigy, the stage sets for proxy wars that preview the shakeup. Nadal's picks aren't hyperbole, they're prophecy, forged in the fires of his 14 Roland Garros rings. Fonseca's junior number 1 pedigree, Rune's big match snarl, they're the vanguard, backed by Shelton's roar, Michelsen's stealth, Draper's guile, Musetti's artistry, Brooksby's redemption arc. Alcaraz and Sinner. They've built an empire on speed and spectacle, but empires fall when the barbarians arrive unannounced. By Wimbledon 2026, expect a new Big Four, maybe 5, with these 7 scripting upsets that echo the teenage Nadal toppling Federer in 2004. The tour's pulse quickens, scouts swarm academies, agents ink deals, fans feverishly debate dynasties. This isn't evolution, it's eruption, a seismic shift where yesterday's kings yield to tomorrow's conquerors, one blistering backhand at a time. Welcome to Tennis Insider, your courtside confessional for the shots that shatter silence. Stick around as we decode the drama. But wait, if this glimpse of glory grips you, smash that subscribe, light up the likes, and comment your pick to dethrone the duo. Your voice. The volley that echoes. Tennis Insider, where the future forehands first. Catch the next serve. The upcoming Asian swing offers immediate opportunities, Beijing and Tokyo 500s, where Sinner has historically performed well on hard courts, could net him up to 1,000 points if he sweeps both. Alcaraz, meanwhile, must defend points from last year's strong finishes, adding pressure to maintain his form. Shanghai Masters 1000 follows, an event where both have tasted success. A deep run for Sinner here could slash the gap by 1,000 points alone. Analysts point to their head-to-head record, tied at 5-5 this year, as evidence of how evenly matched they are. Off the court, the PIF sponsorship has elevated the stakes, with global campaigns highlighting this duel as the future of men's tennis. Sinner's journey from a skiing prodigy in the Italian Alps to a Grand Slam champion inspires underdogs everywhere, while Alcaraz's charismatic personality draws in new fans. Yet, lurking threats like Novak Djokovic, sitting at 4,180 points, and Alexander Zverev matching him, could play spoilers if they string together wins. Djokovic, the 24-time Grand Slam winner, has vowed to chase one more year-end title before retirement rumors swirl. For Sinner, the motivation is personal. Reclaiming the top spot would silence doubters who questioned his consistency after the US Open loss. Tennis Insider brings you the inside scoop on every twist. The European indoor season promises fireworks, with Basel and Vienna 500 setting the stage for the Paris Masters 1000. Sinner thrives in these controlled environments, his serve volley adaptations giving him an edge on faster surfaces. Last year, he dominated Paris, earning 1,000 points that propelled him to year-end glory. Repeating that feat could bring him within striking distance of Alcaraz, especially if the Spaniard stumbles under fatigue from his grueling schedule. Alcaraz, at just 22, has shown vulnerability to injuries, and managing his body will be key. The Nitto ATP Finals in Turin, Sinner's home turf, looms as the ultimate decider, offering up to 1,500 points. Imagine the scenes, Italian crowds roaring for their hero as he battles Alcaraz in a round-robin clash that could determine the crown. Storytelling in tennis often hinges on redemption arcs, and Sinner's could be legendary. From his humble beginnings, supported by a tight-knit family, to overcoming early career setbacks, his path resonates deeply. Alcaraz, mentored by Juan Carlos Ferrero, embodies the new generation's flair, blending power with finesse. Their rivalry echoes Federer-Nadal, pushing each to greater heights. PIF's involvement has injected resources into player development, ensuring this battle benefits the sport's growth. As points accumulate, every match becomes a chapter in this saga. Will Sinner orchestrate a miraculous surge, winning Shanghai, Paris, and the finals to overtake Alcaraz? Or will Alcaraz solidify his dominance, becoming the youngest multiple year-end number 1 since Djokovic? Other contenders like Ben Shelton and Taylor Fritz, with their big serving games, could steal points, but the spotlight remains on the top 2. The unpredictability keeps fans glued, one upset, one injury, and the race flips. In the end, the ATP year-end number 1 presented by PIF Honors isn't just a ranking, it's a testament to endurance, strategy, and sheer will. As September turns to October, all eyes are on Sinner's comeback bid. With 2,590 points to erase, the math is daunting, but tennis history is littered with improbable turnarounds, think Federer in 2017 or Nadal's resurgences. Sinner's camp emphasizes mental preparation, drawing from sports psychologists to maintain focus amid the hype. Alcaraz, ever the optimist, views the pressure as fuel, his post-US Open comments radiating confidence. The global tennis community buzzes with debates, forums, podcasts, and social media dissect every scenario. PIF's presentation adds prestige, aligning with their vision for sports excellence. For Sinner, securing this title would cap a year of highs and lows, affirming his status as an all-time great. If Alcaraz holds on, it cements his era-defining talent. Either way, this battle elevates the sport, inspiring the next wave of players. As the finals approach, expect heart-stopping moments that define legacies. Stay tuned to Tennis Insider for exclusive analysis and predictions. Who will wear the crown?